Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I am at the newly reflagged Hyatt Regency Taoyuan Airport in Taipei, Taiwan. And this is a one-night stay here at Taoyuan Airport. This hotel was reflagged on January 1st, 2025. And now we have roughly 3.5 months later. I originally had a reservation here for the very first day that this was a Hyatt Regency, but then I decided to fly from Songshan Airport. So I told myself I have to come back at some point and check it out, and so I did today, and today is actually the 24th of March 25, and here we are at the Hyatt Regency. And I got an upgrade here to the Regency suite, and it's going to be a short stay, but nevertheless I always like upgrades, especially to suites, like having a comfortable living space. So without further ado, let's have a little look around what this room offers. And I can already tell you that the room itself is much nicer than the hotel, and oftentimes it's the other way around. This property, this Hyatt Regency, is one of the weirdest feeling like hotels in terms of the public areas I have ever been to. Everything is empty and cold and kind of strange, but the rooms have been done relatively nicely compared to what it was before, namely the Novotel. But let's have a look. So we come in here through the foyer, and the foyer means you have a guest bathroom here on the right hand side, and the guest bathroom just includes the toilet with the total washlet as well as a single sink. But yeah, nothing special, but still it's always nice to have an extra washroom available. And you can also directly go through the walk-in closet and the bathroom, or you can close this up with a divider, and then you're basically safe. Since I'm traveling by myself, I'll just keep it half open to have a more spacious feeling. And here we are in the living room. So there you get a little mini bar, and from what I see, because there is no price list of anything, so this must be complimentary. There is a Coke, a Sprite, and some iced tea. And actually, you know what's interesting? This used to be called Nest tea, I believe, and now they changed it to Fuse tea, at least in Asia. So this is the first, not the first time that I'm seeing this, but the first time I tried it and said, oh, this tastes exactly like Nest tea before. And it's also made by Coca-Cola, so they must have just changed the name. There's also a complimentary coffee and tea set, as well as here you have, the coffee machine. There are some capsules, and is this Nespresso? Yes, it is Nespresso. So complimentary Nespresso is always nice. I am not somebody who drinks coffee, but many other people are, obviously. So if you're a coffee connoisseur, then you have your Nespresso. Here is a nice little couch. Although I have to say, like, if you're really into looking like at the TV or just lounging around, this is not really practical, especially if you're staying here as a family or with like 2 or 3 people, because by yourself, these loungers are very nice. But if you're here with 2 people, how do you want to sit here? Like, this is going to be extremely narrow and like, yeah, so kind of weird, I have to say. But yeah, so the TV in the middle. Here is a desk, and the desk has a nice view to the tarmac of Taoyuan Airport. There's a terminal. You can see some planes landing and taking off. I can see a couple of Starbucks planes, and they're building something across here. So unfortunately right now it's nighttime and we cannot see that much. A little amenity. Welcome to Hyatt Regency. Da-da-da. Thank you once again. Director of rooms. Okay, well, this is my first time here since the reflag, but obviously I have stayed here before when it was a Novotel. Here we have the bedroom. Nice king-size bed. Another lounger, basically a little bit smaller, but the same style. And the view. So the same concept as with the bathroom in the foyer. You can separate everything with these sliding doors, and then you basically have privacy in the bedroom. But, oh, this is kind of, can you see this? This is falling apart at some point. There's some plastering going on here, and it was not done very well. And it's actually, I have to switch on this. See if 20 degrees work fine, because it is actually relatively cool outside, but in here in the room it's like a sauna. I don't know why it is so hot in here, but yeah. A nice tub, large bathtub. Actually, it only looks large. The inner part where you actually lay down doesn't look so big, but I'm not sure this design, because see the rim? It's like massive compared to the actual tub, but you also have a shower if you're not into the bathtub. And there, oh no, this is the air vent. Here's the shower. So you got some kind of rainforest shower, as well as the shower head and the shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel are deep nature. Interesting. First time ever I've seen this brand, Deep Nature. A double sink and more Deep Nature amenities. The hand wash is actually full. Okay, look kind of empty. Another toilet. How to switch on the light in here? Oh, here we go. Same like, actually it's not the Toto washlet, it's probably the Taiwanese version of Toto. So basically Japanese style toilet seat on a very, very tiny toilet. Okay. Then last but not least, the walk-in closet. And here we have the bags. So I only travel with a carry-on and a small backpack today. And computer I put here, and here we got some laundry service. There's a laundry bag and some shoe shine options. There's also a scale to check how much weight you gained in the last couple of weeks or days of traveling. Some slippers, and of course a little bag. And I wish more hotels would actually put this in the room. Some do, but I often have stuff that I need to carry around, and I can't even remember how often I have to call the concierge and say, can you please bring me some kind of tote bag or whatever. But yeah, overall with the room I am very, very happy. This is a nice upgrade for a one-night stay, and this is a category 2 hotel, so you can stay here for 8,000 points per night, or the rates are also quite reasonable. This hotel is owned by China Airlines, and there is an offer right now. If you travel China Airlines and in between stay here at the hotel, they will give you 50% off the best available rate. So that would make quite a difference, just in case you are a China Airlines passenger. Check out if this offer still persists when you're watching this video. And with that offer, you would basically land at a rate of around 110 US dollars. But other than that, this is once again the Hyatt Regency Taoyuan Airport near Taipei, Taiwan. And it was the Regency Suite number 822 on the 24th of March 2025. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more content in the coming weeks. And until then, have a great Sakura cherry blossom season, which is the reason why I'm traveling right now. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.